In this question, we're trying to determine the approximate pH of a 0.3 molar ammonia solution. We know ammonia will be behaving as a base. So NH3 plus water results in ammonium ion and hydroxide ions. To get the pH, we know this is a weak base, so we're going to have to consider Kb. In order to get the Kb, we know it's going to be Kw over the Ka. Now it's the Ka for the conjugate acid, which is NH4 plus 1. So we're dealing with 1.0 times 10 to the minus 14 for the Kw, and we're dealing with 5.6 times 10 to the minus 10 for the Ka of ammonium ion. When I divide that, I'm left with 1.8 times 10 to the minus 5, and that will be my Kb for NH3. Now we can do the other version of the formula for Kb, which uses the formula we have above, and we know there's ammonium ion, hydroxide ion, and the concentration of our ammonia solution. Putting in the pieces we know, it's 1.8 times 10 to the minus 5. The amount of ammonium ion and hydroxide ion will be the same, so I'm just going to write that as x times x, or x squared. And then we have 0.3 molar is the concentration of our ammonia solution. With a little bit of rearranging, I end up with x squared is equal to 0.3 molar times 1.8 times 10 to the minus 5. I'm going to bring our solution up here, and we can solve for x by just multiplying and then square rooting our answer, and we're left with 0.00232 molar. And that would be the concentration of ammonium ion, but in this case we want the concentration of hydroxide ion. Using that, we're able to get to our pOH, so negative log of our hydroxide ion concentration, which is 0.00232, and we end up with a pOH equaling 2.633. I'm keeping more decimals in there just to avoid some rounding errors, but it works out. We're going to end up with solving for pH now. pH will equal 14 minus the pOH, so the pH equals 14 minus 2.633, so that pH will equal 11.37 approximately. Now, we're given some choices to pick from. They're all rounded to the nearest whole number. So in this case, we're going to settle out at the approximate pH of 11 for this problem.